And I also watched you said packing corn, but I was watching you unpack corn. And I know you don't do that out there on the cornfield. It gets packed into the crate and gets shipped out here. So I'm just going to presume they ran the film backwards. You were making productive work, and I'd conclude my statement and yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman's time has expired.
Madam Chair, could Mr. Colbert be given a minute or two to respond?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't actually ask a question, and I don't think I disparaged him. I think I actually complimented him.
Well, perhaps Mr. Gonzalez will give the witness a minute of his time. Mr. Gonzalez is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Colbert, do you wish to respond to Mr. King?
I didn't really understand the statement. It's confusing. Were you implying that I was not actually doing the work that I was depicted as doing?
Would the gentleman yield, Mr. Gonzalez? Would the gentleman yield?
Let's suspend all those rules just since we're dealing with Mr. Colbert. He's just trying to respond to some sort of an opening statement or question. Y'all can just talk to each other.
So there's a general yield here.
That would be nice. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez, for yielding. I only made the point that in watching the film on YouTube of the event of you and Cheryl Lofgren working there on the farm, that as I watched you handling corn, in Iowa we know corn, and that's what we do.
I know.
And I know that actually there's corn that gets brought into Iowa, sweet corn, in wooden crates like you were working with that are wired together once they're full. And I thought it was curious that on the farm where you harvest the corn, I was watching you actually unload a crate rather than load the crate. So it was curious to me that it looked like the corn was going the wrong direction, and I only presumed they must have run the film backwards. That was my point then, Mr. Colbert. And I'd yield back to the gentleman,
now been cleared.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez has the time.
Sure, Mrs. Colbert. Which direction was the corn going?
Well, I want to make sure that if I get this answer wrong, I can't be held for perjury. I was packing corn. I was a corn packer. And I packed it, I put it in the trucks, and I iced it down to keep it at 38 degrees so it wouldn't go through the process where the sugar turns into starch. And we got that corn out that day. I was a corn packer. And I know that term is offensive to some people because corn packer is a derogatory term for a gay Iowan. And I hope I didn't offend anybody.
Mr. Gonzalez.
I definitely will reclaim my time at this point.